What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Yeah. Yeah. It was. All right, see some people say it was an ugly one, man. Go ahead and let y'all come through here real quick. Defense finally won us a game. was good, but I'll take the win. Exactly. Definitely take the win. What's good with you? Yeah. Defense came through at the end. I expecting this game to be a 40 burger the way we played in the first half. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to let some of y'all come through up in here. What's up, D? What's up, D? Yeah, make sure y'all come. Make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through here, man. Make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through here. Yeah, man. I think that ends the MVP talk. Ah, ah, You think that end the MVP talk? It might have, or at the very least, it definitely poured some cold water on it. Make sure you hit that like button. I see a bunch of people come through. Make sure you hit that like button. Definitely appreciate that, man. Hitting that like button is very, very vital. Very, very vital. I mean, like the good news is they 6-4. That's the great news. They 6-4 with a game at home against Jacksonville. That really, like I said, would more than likely decide the division. More than likely that decide the division. I don't know if it ends the talk, but it definitely pours cold water on it. Like it definitely pours cold water on it. 3 interceptions is never good. I don't care if you threw 5 touchdowns. 3 interceptions is never good. And you think about this: in 2 games, he had 6 turnovers and only scored what 5 touchdowns? 5 touchdowns? He threw two. Did he throw two last week? I know he threw one. He threw he only scored two. He threw one to Tank and rushed for the other last week. So 1 touchdown. So he scored 4 touchdowns, but had 6 turnovers because he had 2 fumbles and a pick last week, and had 3 fumbles, and they had 3 picks today. I mean, dude came into this game with only 2 picks and ended the game with 3 in one game, and 5 for the season. And like that was probably his biggest, the biggest chip he had in his bag. With talking about the MVP race, he had so many touchdowns, but wasn't throwing interceptions because they really don't be counting fumbles for quarterbacks. Honestly, they really don't. They really don't like. I've never heard any MVP conversation or any good quarterback conversation. They talk about them fumbling the football. I mean, unless they just had like a monster about fumbles. They would talk about fumbles in crucial moments. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about fumbles in crucial moments. Or like I said, they have a whole bunch of fumbles. Like say they fumble the ball like 30 times. It just had just a huge fumble rate. But they really don't never really credit their fumbles as far as when they talk about quarterbacks turnovers and things like that. And it looks like the Browns about to kick the game with the field goal to beat Pittsburgh. Which is, I mean, again, like I said, whoever, it didn't matter. The Texans were going to move up as long as they won their game. The Texans were going to move up. Now it makes that Cleveland game even more interesting. Like, dang, now the Browns are 7-4. That pick ain't gonna be all that high, but it is what it is. I'm not really tripping. I'm not even tripping with that aspect of it. But this is the thing, though. Like this is definitely the thing, though. Like I said, 3 interceptions is never good. I don't think it completely ends the conversation because you still got Jacksonville next week that you can beat, and you could possibly be putting and he still has he still got a lot more of the season left to go out there and play monster game. And I feel like I said before, he falls asleep at the wheel. I said this during the pre-draft that there was some times that you look like some games, some drives, some situations, some halves that CJ falls asleep at the wheel, and this happened to be one of those games where everything was cooking and cooking and cooking, and Two of those picks is definitely on him. That Robert Wood, the one that bounced off of Robert Wood's hands, it was just a bad, just bad luck. That was more so bad luck than that was more so bad luck than a bad play. That was just bad luck in that situation. But the one he threw in the first half, trying to throw into in triple coverage to Nico Collins, that one was just that was a bad decision. And then the last one that when he threw the tank, he fell asleep on. That was him falling asleep. Was it? I don't know if it was a linebacker or a safety, whoever it was, basically baited CJ, and CJ fell asleep. Basically baited CJ, and CJ completely fell asleep right there. So that was just a bad. That was just a bad. Just a bad decision. I mean, just a bad decision, bad angle. Just him falling asleep at the wheel. Like I said, the other pick, the one that the other one in the red zone, the one that Robert Woods, that was more so on just like I said, just bad luck. But I'm more mad at the play before that with Nico Collins when he throws what could have been and should have been a touchdown to Nico. That's twice. That's twice. That was in this game and also the last time that Nico played against Tampa. That Nico needs to attack the football and stop letting the football come to him. Because that's why he did in the Tampa Bay game, what could have been a touchdown, and he let the ball sit there and come to him. Like he's throwing the football, he sits there and lets the football come to him, he falls in the back of the end zone and goes out of bounds versus the ball coming to him and him attacking the football. You too big, too strong. You should be attacking the football and try to keep your feet in bounds and score a touchdown, instead of letting the ball drift to you, because CJ is trying not to throw an interception right there. That's what CJ is doing. He's trying to make sure that no one can catch the football outside of you. That no one can catch the football outside of you or goes out of bounds. That's what he's trying to do right there. So that's why he floats the football up the way he floats the football up. So I need you. You say Nico's not AJ. Well, I don't care if you're not AJ Brown. That's what you're that big, and you're what 6'4", 220 pounds. Bro, I need you to. That's why we got you here. That's what you're good for. That's what you were good for. You catch the football. You break tackles. We toss you a little screen. You break some tackles because you never go down on first contact. So you breaking tackles, and also you use that in the end zone. You use that frame in the end zone to box people out like a basketball player getting rebounds. Use that frame to box people out, and you get touched and high point the ball. That's what you got to do in that situation. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. That's what you gotta do. And so I need you to do, because if you do that, we're not talking about C.J. Stroud having 3 picks. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about him having 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. We're talking about him having 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. Because obviously you score a touchdown right there, that changed the dynamic of the game. And then when we got the football back after that, we just ended the game at that standpoint. Right now that we're milking the clock in the game because we have a touchdown. Because we would have scored a touchdown. So instead of a 21-16 point victory, we up here talking about a 28-16 point victory. Something of that magnitude. That's what we're talking about right now. Ooh, Jalen Ramsey had a nice interception. Jalen Ramsey had a nice interception in the end zone. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. Maybe I see more people hopping in, but the like button ain't going up. I know we had a ugly game. I know it was an ugly victory, but man, make sure you hitting that like button, man. Make sure you hitting that like button, bro. Come on now. Make sure you hitting that like button, bro. Come on. Make sure you hitting the like button, man. Come on. I know we had an ugly win, but hey, we gotta win. We got a dub. So hey, right now we 6-4. We're firmly in the wild card. Last week we was at the edge of the wild card. Now we are firmly in the wild card. Like, we are firmly in the wild card. Because actually right now I don't think we're 7th no more. We're 6 right now. We're in the 6th spot. Cause we've already beaten Pittsburgh, so we got the top. We have the head-to-head tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. So we sitting up there, and we sitting up there in the 6th spot right now. We sitting up there in the 6th spot right now. So hey, we are firmly in the wild card. And again, we win next week. No, forget the wild card. We hold place of the division. We got the division. We got the division in the chokehold if we win next week. So make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Man, make sure you hitting that like button, man. Make sure you hitting that like button, dog. Definitely make sure you hitting that like button, man. Make sure you hitting that like button. But some other things, some other notes for the from the game. Early on when we went for that fourth down, I agree with the fourth down decision. I agree for going for the fourth down, but I don't like the play call. Like, why is you running a toss? Why is you running a toss to and they just showing the playoff picture right now. I got the Texans in the sixth spot. Um, why is you running a toss with Boom? Why is you running a toss with Boom? Like you, why is you out here running a toss with Boom when you could be sitting up here? You don't have Singletary in. Like I knew the play was messed up because if I don't say I don't even think Tank was on the field. Like I know I don't trust this. What's going on right here right now? I think that's what's his name? Can't think of I can't think of Bobby Slow. Can't think of Bobby Slow's name. I think that was Bobby Slowik right there a little bit too much getting too much. I think Bobby Slow was trying to do too much, just like how he tried to call that reverse pass to Tank Dell, and luckily Tank ain't risk it and Tank kept it. Uh, 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 um, I don't know what Bobby Slowik was thinking today. But like I said, you don't run no sweep. You don't run no sweep, no toss to Boom. You don't run no toss to Boom right there. Like come on now. It's fourth down. You're going for a fourth down, not crucial moment. I guess you could consider it a crucial moment because Arizona goes out there the first drive of the game, throws a 4-yard touchdown. You definitely want to go out there and answer. I don't like that decision. I like the decision to go for fourth down. That was straight, but I don't like I don't like that. And Bobby Slowik, yeah, he got like the Bobby Slowik is he hit and miss. He like a hamburger from Sonic. He hit or miss. Like either you know how sometimes you go Sonic and sometimes the burger you go Sonic and the burger will be phenomenal. It'll be like, man, that was a good hamburger right there. And the next time you go Sonic, that burger be trash. That's how Bobby Slow be calling games. He hit or miss. He like I said, he hit or miss like a Sonic hamburger. Either he could call a great game one game and then another game you be like, Bobby, what you doing? Like Bobby, what you talking about? Like Bobby, what you doing? So I don't know, like Bobby Slow was very hit and miss, especially today. Glad to see the Stingley. Glad to see Stingley was able to come in and get his first interception of the year. It was a nice interception. He also made another play as well. What was it? That was the fourth down tackle. There was another stop he made too. Was just a great play. Hey, and shout out to Master Racer 400. 400. I'm sorry. Yeah, Master Racer 400 for the super chat. Love, definitely appreciate that. Need less runs on first down. Too predictable. Run is establishing play action on first. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Even though the run game, because I mean, we might be looking at 1,000-yard rusher in Singletary. Like Singletary had over 100 yards, and it's a tell to that because that first half, even though he threw an interception, CJ threw an interception in the first half. That first half he was cooking. I mean, CJ had like 280 yards in the first half, had 2 touchdowns. Singletary had like 80 some yards in the first half. Like it looked like 21 points. It looked like that the Texans were going to it looked like the Texans were going to completely dominate. I said in Discord, especially when CJ threw that first interception, like, man, if we score a touchdown right there, I think the game might be over. We're going to halftime 21-10. We get the ball back. We score another. I'm expecting we score another touchdown. No one thought that the Texans were going to be shut out in the second half. Nobody thought. But it seemed like I don't know what happened offensively. We turned the ball over in the red zone. And also that's another thing too about Bobby Slowik's bad play calls. That third down, it was like 3rd and 4, and you running with Beck. Like I don't get the infatuation with running with Beck. Honestly, I know they be trying a couple times in the red zone. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why this infatuation with running with Beck? I will understand honestly. If Singletary was Arian Foster, I get it. Hey, and shout out to that boy Jeffrey Huff for the super chat love. Ugly, but it's a win. Yeah. Hey man, appreciate that. Shout out to Jeff for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that, bro. But yeah, you're right. It's ugly. It's a win. I'll take the win. No complaints about a win. But again, I'm not going to ignore in victory what I wouldn't in defeat. So I'm gonna call out stuff. I'm gonna call out. But hey, man, shout out to Jeff for super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. But no, but like I was saying though. Like I don't get the infatuation with Baker. Like if it was Arian Foster, we talking about Arian Foster. We talking about a perennial Pro Bowler, a league leading rusher, obviously 1,000-yard rusher year in year out. Okay, yeah, I can see you. Oh, you trying to be slick with it. You know, so you trying to catch them off guard. You ain't catching them off guard when you trying to not give the ball to Singletary, bro. You're not catching them off guard. That's not catching them off guard. So I understand that. I didn't like that call that you give it to Beck. Like I did like you the fourth down play call. Like again, the decision to go on fourth, cool. The play call is a whole nother story. Didn't like that. So like I said earlier about Bobby Slowik, he hit and missed like a Sonic hamburger. Like like he'll call a good game or a very decent game. You like that was a good game. Like you think about that yeah, you think about the Tampa Bay game. He called a good game. You think about the Saints, not the Saints game, the Pittsburgh game. That was a good game, but and even last week he had a game. I know people we go back and forth about the whole giving the ball to CJ and when CJ threw the interception last week against the Bengals. I know people we go back and forth on that too, but I still think he called a good game, but I still think he called a good game, but this game here was very questionable, so I definitely need him to clear it up next year. Hey, and shout out Joe Lee 713 for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Jaylen missed the tackle on fourth down. Yeah, Jaylen has been missing a lot of tackles, bro. Like we gotta start talking about Jaylen Pitre, man. Like seriously, because we might have overhyped Jaylen Pitre coming into the season. We might have. I know, and I'm not trying to go back and forth with no, because the last year's draft, my number one rated player in that draft was Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame. Ended up going to the Ravens. He was my number one rated player coming into that draft last year. That's why I felt was the best overall player. But I felt the Texans needed a corner, so I was good with us either getting Sauce or Stingley. Again, me personally, I like the way that Sauce plays. I like the aggressiveness, him being physical. I like that style of play. But I like the way Stingley played as well. So I was good with either or. With Sauce or Stingley, it didn't even matter. Y'all saw my excitement when we drafted Stingley. I was good with either or, so I wasn't really tripping. But I did have Kyle Hamilton as my high rated player. Now, this is the thing. Last year, Kyle Hamilton did not have a good rookie year. He had a decent rookie year. It started off sluggish, but he finished up strong. Jaylen Pitre definitely had the best rookie season out of the safeties. Jaylen Pitre had a phenomenal rookie season last year, even though he missed a lot of tackles. We felt like Jaylen Pitre was gonna come in this season and end up being a Pro Bowl type safety, an All Pro type caliber safety. That's what we expected coming into this season. And to be honest, I really can't think of any real plays Jaylen Pitre has really been making this year. It's been underwhelming. His play this season has been underwhelming. And you see Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens out there completely hooping. Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens has been hooping all season long. Has been playing extremely well. So, Jaylen Pitre played better last year than Kyle Hamilton played last year. This year, Kyle Hamilton is playing better than Jaylen Pitre. And I need Jaylen Pitre to step it up, bro. Like, I need Jaylen Pitre to step it up because, like I said, as it stands right now, he's not making plays to warrant to be the best safety in NFL. Because people we talk about, hey, man, he could be a top 5 safety in the NFL. He's not playing like no top 5 safety. He's not playing like no top 5 safety. And shout out Joshua, man, for super chat love. A dub is a dub, baby. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, a dub is a dub. I'm still gonna call out stuff that I see wrong, and I agree. And shout out, thank you for appreciate super chat love. But I need him. I need him to play better because he's been missing a lot of tackles. And to be honest, that first touchdown, the first touchdown of the game, The first touchdown of the game was a lot on him. The first touchdown of the game was a lot on him. Um, the first touchdown of the game was a lot on him. I think even though Stingley slipped, he was supposed to have safety help over the top, and Jaylen Pitre just let him run by. Jaylen missed a lot of tackles. Jaylen he's been missing a lot of tackles all year. Jaylen Pitre missed tackles last year. That's part of the reason why he got benched twice last year. Like people don't like for all the good talk that we talked about with Jaylen Pitre last year. We forget that Jaylen Pitre got benched twice last year. He got benched in the Giants game for missing tackles, and if I'm not mistaken, that Washington game too. It was 2 games that he got sat down. That Lovie Smith sat him down. Like, hey, now you done for the day. Sit down, and sat him down. It wasn't he was taking a breather, he was getting a water break. No, he got sat down in 2 games last year. So and then Paul Reed because he was missing a lot of tackles. But like I said, Steven Nelson, shout out to Steven Nelson for that last play deflection that basically sealed the victory. Like the defense came through when we needed. They did kind of scare you with the whole bend no break, and the time started milking off the clock. I'm sitting there looking like, because I'm sitting there. Now don't get me wrong, y'all. Because I want to know if it was just me. Make sure you hit the like button. I see more people come in. Make sure you hit the like button when you come through. That hitting that like button is very, very, very vital. Make sure you hit that like button when you come through. But is it just me, or on that last drive you like, dang, you looking at the clock like, man, I'm trying to hope we have enough time for CJ to have enough time to see for CJ to get the football to make something happen. They have his 3rd winning game. Oh man, we talking about CJ might have 3 game winning drives. That's what was going through my mind. I'm looking at that clock like once it got to 4 minutes, it's like it went from 4 minutes. Next thing I know, it was 35 seconds left to go in the game. I'm like, what happened to the time? Like the time was just milking. The time was milking like hot butter. Like that time was just. I'm like, what happened to the time? Like that time just milked off the screen. Just boom, 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 boom. That time milked off the screen. I'm like, man, because it was no doubt in my mind we get the football back with any type of time left that CJ was gonna make a play. And CJ gonna make a play. And I see people out here talking about Tank, and that's who I'm about to talk about now is Tank Dell, because y'all sleep. Bruh, I seen a post earlier talking about that Tank Dell is a sleeper for the Pro Bowl. Absolutely. If I'm not mistaken, I think because Nico did make some catches today. I think Tank might overtook Nico as being the leading receiver in yards. I think he might be the leading receiver in catches though. But Tank, that boy Tank is a baller. How Tank mixed that boy up on that touchdown. Boy, but Tank had like 80 yards or 80 some yards, almost 100 yards, if not 100 yards in the first half. I take it back. He had 100 yards in the first half. Like Tank had over 100 yards in the first half catching. Like Tank, like what Pimp C said, makes the whole head up like a blender. What? She needed that. She needed that. You protector. What? Boy, that boy Tank mixed. Boy, Tank acted acted a fool. He acted a damn fool. He acted a monkey. That boy Tank out there was acting a monkey. Then on this was it 3rd and 17? How Tank caught it and then he toe tapped that thing. He caught the football like that and then toe. Boy, y'all better quit playing with Tank Dell. Y'all better quit playing with Tank Dell, man. Hey, y'all better quit playing with that boy Tank, man. Tank is not one of those. He is not one of those. That boy acted a straight donkey. That boy boy. That boy is not one of those. He is not one of those. Don't play with him. Don't play with it. Don't what the song go? Don't play with it. Don't play with it. That boy Tank is not one of those, man. But and I love the connection, the chemistry that both Tank and CJ have with each other. Like it's that chemistry that they have is completely matched because that's what he's looking at. And to be honest, Tank only been playing in his eighth game because remember he missed the game because the Texans played. No, I'm sorry. Ninth game, I'm sorry. Ninth game. So we played we played 10 games already. And Tank playing in his ninth game, 8.5, but ninth game. Tank is clearly the best. He's clearly the best receiver on the team. And I think, and no one's really surprised. Honestly, we talked about this ad nauseum before the season started. That Tank is going to be the number one receiver. Tank is going to be the number one receiver now. He needs to. I'm pretty sure statistically, it might still be it might be Nico still statistically because Nico's had like some monster yards games, but those like I said, it's only been 2 games that just like Noah Brown, and I think what we seen Noah Brown do the past 2 weeks kind of just what that does. What we seen what Noah Brown does the past 2 weeks and what he was doing before he got to Houston, and then we just see kind of puts in perspective what Nico is, because we seen what Nico did not do as a Houston Texan the 2 previous years, and then we seen what he's done with C.J. Stroud, and especially in a 2-game sample size. Like they kind of mirror each other a little bit, but Tank has been consistent all the way. And what Tank has a touchdown in with the last 3 games. He had 2 against Tampa because he had the game winner against. He had 2 against Tampa. Had the game winner against Tampa. Had a touchdown last week and had a touchdown again today. Like he's definitely looking at him for the big moments. He also was the kill shot against the Jags, who we end up playing next week. Like this game next week against Jacksonville is going to be very, very, very crucial on multiple standpoints and aspects of it. Like multiple standpoints and aspects. But definitely, like Tank. Like Tank definitely has emerged himself as the number 1 receiver, which I said, which is really no surprise to anyone. That we all felt that Tank Dell was going to end up being the Houston Texans' number 1 receiver going into the season, or at the very least by season he's going to be the number 1 receiver. Now, was he going to be a full bona fide number 1 receiver like a Tyreek Hill or Jettis or Jamar Chase, stuff like that? That we don't know just yet exactly what is he going to be from a main standpoint of actual number 1 receiver. But as far as him being the Houston Texans number 1 receiver, he's definitely that. And it's already showed, man. And shout out Joe Lee 713 with the super chat love. Is Tank Dell a future number 1 receiver? I don't know. I don't know exactly if he's a future number 1 receiver. I don't know if Tank is a future number 1 receiver, or is he just like the Texas number 1 receiver? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be an AJ Brown or Antonio Brown or Jettis or Jamar Chase or Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams. Could think of Devontae Adams. I don't know if he's going to be on those level of guys, or is it just, I've always just said he's just going to be a real special weapon. But with a quarterback like C.J. Stroud and a quarterback like C.J. Stroud and the connection and the chemistry that they have, he probably can be. He actually can be. And like I said, and shout out and Jolie 713 for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. He reminds you of a young Deshaun Jackson. No, Deshaun Jackson is way faster. Deshaun Jackson is way faster. Deshaun Jackson is out. Obviously Tyreek Hill is the fastest player I've ever seen. Deshaun Jackson is one of the fastest players I've ever seen. And Tank is not that fast. Like Tank is shifty. He got quick feet, kind of like Kyler Murray. He got quick feet. He's a route technician, very good route running, and he takes good angles, and he can cut and he can mix you up. But like Deshaun Jackson can just run straight by you. Like Deshaun Jackson is runs straight by. Steve Smith, Steve Smith. That's He's not as big as Steve Smith. Steve Smith is bigger. Steve Smith is bigger, but I do think he's actually faster than Steve Smith. And Steve Smith actually, as Steve Smith, in his younger days, when the Carolina lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl back in was it 2003? Like he was their deep threat. He was more used as a deep threat receiver back then. Uh, um, T.Y. Hilton. That's another one. I hope he's not T.Y. because T.Y. only played well against the Texans. Go look at T.Y. Hilton's numbers against the Texans, and then go look at T.Y. Hilton's numbers against everybody else. Like T.Y. Hilton will go like at one point in time, like T.Y. Hilton went like almost 2 years without a touchdown because he scored a touchdown. His last touchdown was against the Houston Texans at the end of the season, and his last touchdown was week like week 15 or 14 against the Houston Texans, and then didn't score again till he played against us in week 13 almost almost at the end of the season. It was crazy. I hope not Ty. I hope he ain't no Ty. I need him to be way more productive than that. I need him to be way more productive than that. No, I hear you with the Deshaun Jackson, like the electricity, yeah, like how he's electric, like how Deshaun Jackson was electric for the Philadelphia Eagles and for Washington and for Tampa, like him being electric, yeah, that electricity, I agree. I just think he's nowhere near as fast as Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, but until Tyreek Hill was one of those just unbelievable deep threats. Because Deshaun Jackson was a way better deep threat than Will Fuller was. So but yeah, and I do believe Tank and also another thing, Tank runs way better routes than Deshaun Jackson because Deshaun Jackson was straight line. Like Deshaun Jackson was just coming down, and like Deshaun Jackson says that. He said the NFL field is not long enough for him to run full speed because he doesn't have room to slow down. Like he will be out of bounds before he can slow down. He does. He said he's never ran. According this is according to him. He said he's never ran full speed because the NFL field is not long enough for him to slow down. Like for him to slow down and stop. That's what Deshaun Jackson. Those are words from Deshaun Jackson. Those are Deshaun Jackson comments, not mine. I see more people come in. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I know it's an ugly win. But make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button. There's 140 plus people in here. Only 96 likes, man. Make sure you're hitting that like button. It's very, very key and vital that you hit that like button. It helps me out a whole lot. Y'all really don't understand how much hitting that like button helps me out. It helps out the algorithm a whole lot. So definitely make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Hit that like button. Definitely appreciate that. But I definitely think that Tank, him and his connection with CJ is very, very strong. And yet you see that's who CJ trusts. That's who I trust. I trust him to throw to CJ. I'm more mad when you threw the pick when Robert Woods when it bounced off Robert Woods' hands. I'm like, man, just throw the Tank, bro. Like I know you just can't always throw the Tank because again they people gonna key on Tank, so you don't want to just be staring down Tank. But it seems like Tank is your most trusted weapon on the outside. He's your most trusted weapon on the outside, and the boy make plays. That's the thing. And the boy is making plays. He's mixing people up. Like I said, they definitely have a real connection. And I feel bad for CJ throwing 3 picks. Because it looks ugly. I know like people saying like this in the MVP in the MVP conversation. Definitely post cold water on it. I don't believe it ends it. But you're gonna have people who definitely gonna use that as an end. Like you're definitely gonna have people say, "See, I told you he's not." Like you probably. I'm pretty sure on cue, if they do happen to talk about the Texans, you're gonna hear Skip Bayless say it because Skip Bayless wasn't even ready to say the greatest rookie season of all time. So because he wants to put Dak up there because Dak didn't throw them in interceptions, but Dak also had a loaded football team. So you're gonna hear people like Skip. You're gonna hear people like Stephen A. You're gonna hear people like those guys who were strong Bryce Young advocates, strong people who were rooting for Bryce Young, or who were very big Bryce Young people, and see Bryce Young not play well. 'Cause I think Bryce Young threw a pick six today. You're gonna see people like that go out and be like, you're gonna see people like that go out and be like, "Yeah, I told you, he shouldn't be in the MVP conversation." Rookie of the year, yeah, I understand rookie of the year. Rookie of the year, yeah, I understand rookie of the year because yeah, he's definitely be rookie of the year. But MVP, no, there's no. MVPs don't throw three picks. And no, you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that. So you're gonna hear that. I know, especially Dell Lasky, because Dell Lasky actually breaks down film, and Dell Lasky don't just look at numbers, and Dell Lasky's gonna be like, yeah, he threw three picks, but he really ain't throw three picks. Like Dell Lasky's gonna be able to, because he actually breaks down film. So Dell Lasky probably, and then he might temper stuff back. Same thing with Tay Bruschi and stuff like that. Those guys are definitely going to going to talk their talk, and it's cool. Go ahead. That's why I don't like the fans. That's why I say I kind of hate that for CJ. He threw three picks, but this is the thing. Like I said before, because CJ does fall. I said this before this about CJ falling asleep at the wheel. But when he does that, he turns around and plays phenomenal the next game. You see after he threw that first pick, what did he do? He threw that first pick, then he goes immediately gets the football out and he gets the football again and throws a dime and Tank Dell and Tank Dell actually mixes. Tank Dell mixes the DB and we score a touchdown. That's what happens. One. Two, I think still, even though he threw three picks there, I still feel like his worst game is that Panthers game, honestly. He has a bad game against the Panthers. The following week, what he does, he breaks the rookie record for the most pass yards a game, almost throws 500 yards, and also throws five touchdowns. So, if he goes for 400 and some yards and throws five touchdowns. So, I feel like again he comes out this game has his worst performance from a turnover standpoint. He only threw two picks all season long. He throws three picks in this game alone. Next week is at home. Next week is against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who you beat by 20 last time. Who, if you defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars, you have first place to yourself in the AFC South with a sweep on the Jacksonville Jaguars on the complete tiebreaker against them. And you'll have a better record than them. No, we have the same record. You'll have the same record because they'll have the same record because what we come into this game a game back of them. And you beat them, y'all have the same record, but you have the complete tiebreaker over the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what happens if you win next week. I think CJ Stroud knows that. There's no reason to have been looking for, they might have been overlooking Tampa. There's no reason to look over nobody because it's Jacksonville. That's the game. Oh, you possibly was looking ahead to Jacksonville. I don't think they were looking ahead to Jacksonville. Maybe in the second half. Honestly, maybe in the second half. The second half they might have been. They might have felt like the game was a rapid. When they went to halftime, they might have smelt themselves when they got into halftime. Think about it. Like they was up 21-10, about to get the ball back. Defense was been playing well since that first drive, and the offense was the defense could the Cardinals defense couldn't do anything against the Texans offense with the Texans offense rather. They felt like they was mixing them up. They felt like they could continue to mix them up. They felt like they might have overlooked them. They might have thought they had this game in the bag going into the second half. They're not gonna feel like that next week. They're not gonna feel like that next week, and I think that CJ Stroud will go out there and have a phenomenal game next week. I see people up here. I see people saying that this CJ. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything. Like I haven't heard anything about CJ. Nah, I haven't heard anything. That's news to me. I see people up there talking about Oh, okay, y'all just okay. Nothing's been confirmed. Y'all just saying because he threw the picks. Nah. That's not true, bro. That's not true. That's not true. Like, cause like I said, the second pick wasn't his fault. The second pick, like I said, the ball he threw the ball where it was supposed to go. The ball just bounced out of his hands. Yeah, yeah, man, yeah. Y'all don't put that out there. Don't even be saying nothing crazy like that. It makes I see more people hopped in. Make sure you hitting that like button. More people hopped in. Make sure you hitting that like button, man. Make sure you hitting the like button. It's very, very key and vital. Hit the like button, man. Whoa, and shout out to the boy OG713 for the super chat love. How was it seeing Mills in the game? Man, nah, like, man, boy, I know CJ didn't want to come out, and I know the Texans want. I know the Texans want to call a timeout. I know the Texans really want to call a timeout in this call a timeout in this situation. I know they did. I know they definitely did. They definitely want to call a timeout in that situation. But you didn't want to waste a timeout because I think they would call a timeout. CJ could have played, but because how he came down and he had to sit out, and then we ended up it was all good. We ended up converting the first down anyway. Because I think that's the same that was the same drive when Tank had caught the football on that was it 17 the 17 yarder, but we ended up missing the field goal. But we did end up missing the field goal though. We did end up missing the field goal, but that is that drive where Tank had caught that pass. So I mean, it is what it is. What it is. But y'all stop. And like I said, shout out for Super Chat love. I mean, y'all stop putting it out there about Tank being what you call it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Like what you call say on get out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put that out there. We don't need none of that out there. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of those angles out there. We don't need none of that. No, we don't need nothing like that out there. Well, cause we need CJ to be healthy. This team this team comes and goes with young Cole Stroud. Comes and goes with Cole Stroud, man. Comes and goes with Cole Stroud, man. And shout out to boy Rufus Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Not by 20 like I could have been, but we not like 20 like it could have been, but we got it done. Yeah, and shout out to Rufus Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that 200 emojis. Definitely appreciate Super Chat love, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Uh, uh but yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we got it done. Not by 20, and obviously your quarterback throwing 3 picks is never good. But like I said, it's good when you got the victory. Because now, like I said, now that we now that's out the way. Now that's out the way. We turn the page on the Jacksonville. The boys gonna come out there against Jacksonville, and I'm convinced. I am completely convinced that he's gonna come out there next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars and play phenomenal. You want MVP? You want MVP? You want most valuable player? You gonna get that because hey, like I would say, it's earned, not given. So yeah, so actually next week, it's gonna be very good. I want the talk. I want the disrespect. I want to see he's not an MVP. See, yeah, MVP is gonna throw 3 interceptions in the game. The defense, he's lucky the defense played well because he almost threw away the game. He almost threw away the game, which he actually almost did. I mean, that pick gave them the drive to almost win the game. But he almost gave away the game. He almost gave away. I want all that. Yes, yes, ESPN, TBS, Fox, Nickelodeon, the Home Food Network, all the stations, BET, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, CNN, Fox, everybody, FS1, Fox Sports, Major League Baseball, everybody, soccer, every sport outlet, every communication outlet. Yes, I want y'all to say all those things. Yes, I want you to throw, yes, do all that. Yes, all that. Because once you do that, this boy right here, him right here, this right here is nothing. Y'all thought that Tampa Bay game was a good game. Y'all thought that Tampa Bay game was an all-time rookie performance, and it kind of pulled him into the MVP conversation. This right here, it's nothing. It's nothing. I mean, that boy, CJ gonna be like, he heard the talk after the Michigan game. Don't need to be a top 5 pick. It's clear that Bryce Young is the best player. You can't get into the Heisman situation. You can't get into the national. Okay. Yeah, you're not in the Big Ten. Yeah, Big Ten. You're not in the Big Ten championship game. You're like, okay, cool, bet. I just need the chance. I just need chomping at the bit. I just need a chance, an opportunity, and then boom, that game against Georgia, run. And if it wasn't for the field goal kicker missing the kick, we talking about Ohio State and C.J. Stroud being the we talking about Ohio State and C.J. Stroud being the national champions. That's what we talking about. But it didn't happen. And like I said, in hindsight, it's good because, like I said, there's never been the last time a national championship winner, national championship starting quarterback won a Super Bowl, I think is I know Roger Staubach did it, but I can't think of anybody else outside of Roger Staubach. And last time a person won the Heisman Trophy, and I say they wouldn't be the Heisman Trophy. The last time a quarterback has won the Heisman Trophy and then won a Super Bowl. I think Joe Montana won a Heisman. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like Joe Montana did win a Heisman. I feel like Joe Montana actually did win a Heisman, but I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like he did. I feel like he did. Make sure I see more people have jumped in. Make sure that like button is very, very key and very vital to hit that like button. Hey. Also, another sidebar. Hey, right now, we at $37.98 on the super chat. Hey, if somebody don't mind, go ahead and hit that $2.02 to get it up to $40. I definitely appreciate that. But if you can't do that, that's all good and cool. I'm not tripping. But make sure you hit that like button because it's very, very key and very, very vital to hit that like button. Very, very key. But no, Joe didn't win the Heisman. Okay, so Joe didn't win the Heisman. Okay. Well, then so I guess it goes back to Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach won the Heisman too. So Roger Staubach is the last guy, unless somebody else could think of, but I can't think. I know nobody in the last like 20, 30 years if it wasn't Joe Montana. So I'm talking about being a star. I ain't talking about being a backup on a national championship team or be a backup quarterback to win the Super Bowl. I'm talking about no, you gotta be a starter as a national champion and starter as a Super Bowl champion and a starter as a Heisman Trophy. Obviously, you Heisman Trophy winner or in a starter starting Super Bowl. So like I said, that and all that was actually a good thing in hindsight for CJ not to win the national championship or a Heisman Trophy last year. But I say all that to say when he plays bad, he comes out the next time and he's firing off of all cylinders. Like bro might really break the touchdown record. The touchdown record for the Texans and the NFL is the same, it's 6 touchdowns. Because Ron Fitzpatrick tied. I know Peyton had 6 touchdowns. I don't even think Pat got 6 touchdowns. I know Peyton had 6 touchdowns. I think Dante Culper had 6 touchdowns too. I feel like it. I feel like it, but I think that I know Fitzpatrick has it because I know it's also the Texan record as well. But yeah, man, hey, like I feel like that boy might really go out there and throw for the most yards and the most touchdowns in the game. Man, bro might really put up he might put up a 5 for 5. $5 foot long, five, $5. I got five on it. Hey, man, hey, speaking of five, shout out Joe Lee for the super chat. Love, definitely appreciate that. Love your video, bro. Great win. CJ came through at the end by getting come through at the end going against the Jags next week. Texans all the way. Defense came through today. Shout out. Hey, appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that, Jolie. Appreciate that. Jolie 713. Definitely appreciate the Super Chat love. But yeah, really though, like I said, $5, $5 foot long, like the Subway commercials. I got five on it. That boy might throw 5 touchdowns and 500 yards. Like CJ might really go out there and put five on it. Uh, I got five on it. And he from Cali too. I got five on it. That boy might really go out there and throw 5 touchdowns and 500 yards next week. Like square business. Square business. Square business. He might go out there and throw 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. He might do it. He might really do it. He might really do it. And this week is also about red. It's also about red. Speaking about red, how was y'all feeling about the Battle Red helmets and the Color Rush jerseys? I got my estimate and what I think about it, but I want y'all to comment. Let me know. Comment. Let me know what y'all was feeling about the Battle Red helmets with the Color Rush jerseys. I know it was a lot of hype going to the season. I know might do something crazy about put the Battle Red helmets on the Color Rush jerseys. They were doing all the teasers and all the type of stuff like that. They got everybody cool, everybody hyped, everybody said. So let me know what y'all think about it. Make the red jerseys. What was y'all thinking about the Battle Red jersey, a Battle Red helmet? She had black helmets on that blue, black on that blue. No, that's not a good blue to put black on. The uniform that was cool, but I prefer the blue helmets. Okay. The uniform they was cool, but I prefer the blue helmets with the color rush. Look good, but the Cardinals color rush white. Not a fan of the color rush uniform. Project, we all know that you're not a fan of the color rush uniform. It was cool. Okay, this is my thing. I actually like the color rush jerseys, honestly. Me personally, I like the color rush jersey a lot. My thing, I've been saying this for a while, and it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with this season because we had no control. I feel like the color rush jerseys need to be only for primetime games. I don't like the way the color rush jerseys look on a regular daytime game. I know we wore them last year against Cleveland. We wore them a couple years ago against Cleveland. I know we wore them a couple years ago against Green Bay. But like the games where we wore them in the prime time, like the Thursday night game against the Dolphins, like the Thursday night game against the Dolphins when Deshaun threw 5 touchdowns. The Sunday night game against the Patriots, you know the Astroworld game. We did the Astroworld play. It's another game. It was another game we had with Color Rush too. So it was another primetime game. To me, those jerseys fit primetime. They don't really look all that well to me today. Honestly, they just I don't know. They just fit. Like I guess because like primetime, wherever the primetime is going on, obviously the primetime teams have better production and things like that. So and again, the Texans don't have no primetime games this year, so it's cool. So and you're gonna get the color rush anyway. So And then since like last year, because you were going to debut the red helmets, you were going to debut the red helmets on a primetime game. So that's the reason why. So I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like that standpoint. Uh, Nothing. I don't like the red helmets with the all blue and blue pants. They should put red. They should have did red pants, or at the very least gave everybody high red socks, and gave everybody high red socks. Yeah, it should did something like that because I feel like it should have been some more more red to bring it out a little bit. To me, that's why I feel like it should have been. Should have been some more red to bring out a little bit. Because it just to me it really didn't just fit. It wasn't enough red for the helmet. I prefer it with the regular blue helmet. Uh, just like before, before we even got our red helmets, I felt like with the blue helmet they should have did when they do the red bow red jersey, they should do the blue pants because you got a blue helmet. Like I feel like it should match when they were doing the red jersey, red like the red jersey, blue helmet, white pants. That made no sense. Now this past earlier this year and then last year when we got the red helmets, like the red helmet and red jersey with white pants. That's cool. I mean, like there was nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong with that. But it was just blue helmet, red jersey, white pants. Made no sense. That's just too many colors. Like there's too many colors that it just didn't make no color. It didn't make no sense. So you're gonna have blue helmet and a red jersey, blue pants. You're gonna have red jersey, blue helmet. Red helmet, blue jersey, red pants. Just makes the most sense to me. It just makes the most sense. Like I said, next week is supposed to be Bow Red, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna do red helmet, red jersey, red pants because they've been talking about bringing back the red pants, or we're gonna have blue helmet, red jersey, blue pants. I don't know what they're gonna do, or no blue helmet, red jersey, red pants. I don't know what they're gonna do. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be Bow Red. It's supposed to be Bow Red, so we'll see. Uh, we'll see. All I know, because I know people don't like the people that been talking about the blue jerseys should be our red jerseys should be our prime time jerseys. Last time I checked, when we wore the regular blue jerseys and the blue helmet, CJ Stroud threw for 5 touchdowns. Just saying, just to put that out there, just to put that out there, he did throw 5 touchdowns. Just to put that out there. And I ain't even gonna talk about I ain't even talking about the Dalton Schultz touchdown. Like the Dalton Schultz caught the football and slid for like 20 yards. No, he really slid for like 5 yards. And then the defender literally jumps off because he could have stopped him at the 1 yard line. He jumps over Dalton Schultz. He jumps over Dalton Schultz. It doesn't touch him. It doesn't touch him anything like that. It clearly completely jumps over Dalton Schultz. And allowed Dalton Schultz to score a touchdown. The funny thing is that happened with the Texans and Kareem Jackson against the Indianapolis Colts. Like I think it was in 2014, either 2014 or 2013, either 2014 or 2015. Thursday night game against the Colts. Kareem Jackson played the T.Y. Hilton. And Kareem Jackson did the exact same thing, jumped over T.Y. Hilton, and T.Y. Hilton scored a touchdown. But when they showed the replay, actually Kareem Jackson touched T.Y. Hilton's dog. They touched T.Y. Hilton before he got in the end zone, so it wasn't confirmed as a touch. It was the touchdown came back and they put the ball on the 1 or something like that, the 1 or the 2. So that actually happened before for the Texans, with the Texans being the team that hopped over. So anytime I see that, especially as a DB, I'd be like, that's stupid. Like, why is y'all when I see that as a DB, like, why is y'all jumping over guys like it's a punt? Like, this is not the punt team. I mean, you jumping over you trying to make sure you don't touch the football. It's not that. What are you doing? Like, I don't understand what the logic is and why you're doing that. I don't understand that. Don't get that at all. But they be doing that sometimes. Like, and every time I see it, I kind of be like, "What are you doing, bro? Clearly, what is you doing? Like, why are you jumping over people? Like, you're supposed to try to touch them. You're supposed to keep them down." So, it was just funny though. That was just a funny way for Dalton Schultz to get a touchdown. Need a touchdown by the way for my fantasy team. Like him and Tank Dell. Like, cause I have multiple leagues. In one league, I have Dalton Schultz. Tank Dell, and C.J. Stroud. So anytime C.J. Stroud throws a touchdown, I have a high chance of not only him getting, not only obviously getting his 4 points, also have a high chance of getting 6 points from my either the tight end or the receiver. And then I got Tank Dell in my other league, so I got Tank Dell in both my leagues. So Tank Dell is just gonna ball for me. So I think Tank Dell will ball regardless. But even if the ball goes to CJ, even if the ball goes to Dalton Schultz, your boy is still good. Your boy is still in a good prime spot. So so yeah. So hey, shout out to boy Dalton Schultz and Tank Dell for being ballers and helping your boy on the fantasies. Like yes. See what some of y'all talking about. He plays better in the blue. Yeah. Yes. He plays better in the blues. Yes, I knows. I hear you, man. But like Dion said, look good, look good, feel good, play good. Hey, for real. Hey, if you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. They pay good, you gonna eat good. That's what Dion says. That's what Dion say, right? Look good, feel good, play good. They gonna pay good, and if they paying good, you gonna eat good. Like, come on, man. Hey, and like I say, blue is CJ's favorite colors. Yes. He says all the time that blue is his favorite colors. Yes. So he plays better in the blues. Yes. Is Noah Brown better than Nico Collins? Bro, they're the same player. And not literally, because they do play completely two different styles. But they the same. I'm talking about from a production standpoint. They're the same player. They two guys who, without C.J. Stroud, they two guys without C.J. Stroud. It's the two guys without C.J. Stroud that haven't really done too much. Like they haven't done much. Like their careers before they got C.J. Stroud wasn't. Their careers before they got C.J. Stroud, they really didn't do too much. They were underwhelming. We were talking about as the Texans. We were talking about coming into this offseason. Hey, wouldn't be surprised if Nico Collins got cut. Nico Collins, you gotta step it up, bro. We need you to step it up because if you don't step it up, you're gonna be out of here. We already looking forward to replacing you with a draft pick this year. Obviously, Dallas was a guy who couldn't wait to get rid of you to boot Noah Brown. They both get C.J. Stroud. Now we're talking about top players in the league. Now you got Dallas Cowboy fans crying that Nico Collins, that Noah Brown is no longer in Dallas. Noah Brown, we pay Noah Brown all that money. He's never looked like that in Dallas. We paid him all that money, and that's the same Noah Brown does in Dallas. Like you got national people saying that. That's what they were saying. Same thing with Nico. Everybody hyped about Nico. But we gotta think about what's the common denominator. C.J. Stroud. That's the common denominator. That's why I understand this whole notion why you can even understand that Dak Prescott is better than C.J. Stroud. Like you cannot most Cowboy fans don't even like Dak Prescott. Like I know several Cowboy fans. I got a lot of Cowboy fans in my family. I mean, like we all do. We all from the state of Texas. Probably most of your family that are football fans are mostly Cowboy fans. So most of your family are probably Cowboy fans. So we all know a whole bunch of Cowboy fans in our family, and I'm pretty sure you go talk to just a random Cowboy fan. The odds are they not gonna like Dak Prescott. They cool with Dak Prescott because he's their quarterback, but they not really happy about Dak Prescott. They don't be defending Dak Prescott. I defend Dak Prescott more than the average Dallas Cowboy fan. Honestly, I'm like, man, Dak ain't as bad as people be making him out to be. Like people who really bash Dak Prescott is obviously people who can't hate the Cowboys, hate anything Dallas Cowboy related, or Dallas Cowboy fans. They do not like Dak Prescott. It really be people outside that really probably defend Dak Prescott more than them anyway. But to sit up here and say that to simply say that CJ is a better that Dak is a better quarterback than CJ is absurd, especially when you give him the same receiver that Dak had, and he ain't looking nothing like that. He ain't looking nothing like how he was looking with Dak. He ain't looking nothing like that. He looking way better. We up here talking about ass, Noah. We up here talking about, man, we need Noah Brown back. We was in here today talking about we need Noah Brown back. Like, oh man, we ain't got Noah Brown this week. Noah Brown hurt. Blah, blah, blah. We are excited. We up here clamoring for Noah Brown. That's the CJ Stroud effect. Just like we were clamoring to bring back Nico. Like, oh man, Nico gonna be hurt this week. Oh man, we're gonna. That's the CJ Stroud effect. He elevates that's something that we don't talk about. We talk about his numbers. We talk about the over 2,000 yards. Is he at? He might be at 3,000 right now because he threw for over 300 yards today. So he might be at 3,000. He might be at 3,000 yards. He might be at 3,000 yards. It might be the leader in passing yards. Might be leading passing yards. I don't know because what you call like 100 yards. Sam Howell's 100 yards away ahead of him. I don't know if Sam Howell threw for 255 today. Sam Howell also has an extra game, by the way. I don't know. Tua was like 6 yards behind him coming into today, and then Josh Allen was like 20 yards behind him. And Josh Allen's playing right now. And Josh Allen, again, has an extra game, by the way. So, CJ should be the NFL leader. Hopefully. But we will know. But still should have around 3,000 yards. And, all the touchdowns and not that many interceptions up until today. But the thing that we don't talk about the most is how he elevates the talent of the guys around him. Like, we don't talk about how much he elevates the play and the talent around the guys that's around him. Because he absolutely elevates their talent. He has them playing at a phenomenal level. He has them playing at a level that we didn't think that we're up here talking about, debating that, hey, all these guys, number one, like all these guys, number one receivers. Like, we sit up here, we're talking about, is Tank Dell number one receiver? Is Noah Brown number one receiver? Earlier this season, we were talking about is Nico Collins the number one receiver? And we're not just talking about number one receiver for this team. We're talking about actual bona fide number one receivers. That's because of CJ Stroud. And that's not what we're talking about. We haven't talked about that at all. We don't talk about that at all. That it's because of CJ Stroud that these guys have been elevated and brought up to the point that we're talking about them being number one receiver. And yes, I just seen that too about Willie Anderson. Yeah, Willie Anderson definitely looked like the price of admission today. He didn't get the sacks, but he definitely played well. Stopping the run, wrecking the game, sitting there. He definitely played well. That I like the play, especially that one play he had on. Was it James Conner? When he had Conner, when he had like caught him with one hand, like pulled him back, like yeah. Like just a great play, and like I said, I mean, really like Kyler Murray, Kyler Murray is a tough out because those quick feet that he got, them looking like a cartoon character, like that touchdown, that touchdown that Kyler Murray had, bro. This is the thing. This is the thing, and he baited the mess out of Jaylen Pitre with those quick feet. Because I thought that was done. I thought we had stopped him. I thought it would be fourth down stop. Man, we got the ball on the goal line. Hey, 21-10. We get out of the red zone. Boom. Hey, we about to end the game. That's what I thought was about to happen. But him using he got them little quick feet and the way he stepped up and stepped up. And basically made Jaylen Pitre lunge at him. He stepped up and then stepped real back real quick. How quick he's able to do it. How quick he's able to step up and step real back to make Jaylen Pitre dodge. And that was a hold on Stingley. Like Stingley got held. Like Stingley completely got held and the referee missed it. And in 4K got sent there and got completely held and the referee missed it. like completely missed it, just completely utterly missed it. It was completely got hit on that play, and he was able to score a touchdown. But uh, uh that's one of those missed tackles that Jaylen Pitre had. Jaylen Pitre took a bad angle, but the reason why he took the bad angle because, like I said, he got baited with his feet. Like he got baited. He was looking at Kyle Murray, quick little feet, them little cartoon boy up there looking like Fred Flintstone, the way he moving the feet. Like up here looking like the Flintstones, like the way he's able to move them feet. And like he got the quickest feet I've ever seen. Like, and I don't know how somebody could be running like that, like the way that boy feet be moving, like them feet just be kicking. But like that's what really got Jaylen Pitre on that touchdown. But the defense, I'm glad the defense stepped up when it needed to because the defense, um, after giving up a touchdown on their first drive. The game shouldn't have really been this close. Is stream still good for y'all? Hey, let me comment. Let me know. I had a little lag on my end. Is it still good? Let me know. Yeah, it's good. Back on. Okay. Appreciate you. But yeah, the defense stepped up when the defense stepped it up when they needed to. Like when they needed to. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a uh um a game was going to be a back and forth game, and once the defense started stopping, you really felt like, especially like after that first half, you felt like this game was going to be explosion offensively. You felt like this game was going to be an explosion offensively. NRG was jumping. Was you at the game? Anybody was at the game, man? Hey, if anybody at the game hit the man, just comment with a thumbs up and let me know y'all was at the game. If you was at the game, man, and shout out to y'all. I want to know the vibes. I want to know the vibes because I know it was so loud that on the was it when they was on the goal line, they was trying to go for it. I don't know if it was third down or fourth. Whenever it was, they had to call a time. They had to call a timeout. Uh, uh, um, when they had called call a timeout because it was so loud. So you was this game, man. So how was the vibes, man? They had to call a timeout because Kyler Murray couldn't hit. And I agree, the game should have been over in the third quarter because that you going to halftime up. You come back at halftime up 21-10. You getting the ball back. They can't stop your offense. That's how you feeling. They can't stop your offense. And I know that one play where CJ had took a sack, they about to do a naked boot. I feel like they're gonna take a huge deep shot right then and there. I feel like they're gonna try to possibly take the kill shot. I feel like they should have did that coming out of halftime. At halftime, I feel like they should came out there. Man, you go out there and you take a kill shot right then and there. You should take a kill shot right then and there. I feel like. That's part of the reason why I wouldn't mind honestly getting like a huge like a huge deep threat I know somebody was mentioning Deshaun Jackson, a player like Deshaun Jackson. I know you can take some deep shots for Tank, but I mean like a real true bona fide deep threat like a Tyreek Hill, like a Deshaun Jackson, like a Will Fuller. I know y'all hate that name, but like a Will Fuller, like actually somebody who you can take a legitimate like bona fide deep shot with, like you go out there and you can take because in that type of situation you get the ball back at the halftime, you up 21-10. You get the ball back at 21-10. You come out there and you take a huge deep shot right then and there. It ends the game. You score like a 75-yard touchdown right there. Boom, it's a wrap. It is an absolute wrap. And I know Noah Brown has 75-yard touchdown. I know he made some big plays. Noah Brown ain't that type of guy either. I know Noah Brown has made some big plays. Just because you've made some big plays don't mean that means that's what you do. Like, come on, y'all know exactly what I mean. A guy like I said, like a Tyreek Hill, like a Will Fuller, like Deshaun Jackson, like those type of guys. A guy who running that fast, you just drop that thing right there and then boom, and they go in the end zone, touchdown, game over, game over. Arizona like, we can't compete with these guys right now. These boys out here playing on a whole nother level, a whole nother level. Like I said, the game should have been over at half. It should have been over. Like I said, I feel like in their minds it was. That's my only like reason and excuse that they feel like that the game was over for them. They feel like, okay, boom, hey, they can't stop us on offense. We getting the ball. We getting the ball back at halftime. They can't stop us, man. Even though we threw this pick, we came back right out there and threw a big touchdown. It was like a 4-yard touchdown. Man, hey, they can't do nothing. The defense is starting to hold up. Okay, they can't do nothing. Let's go. Hey, man, this game is over. Hey, we got Jacksonville there. Jacksonville beating the mess out of Titans. So, hey, it's on the next week home against Jacksonville. That's probably what they was thinking. And that's good and bad. The reason why it's good is because it's kind of okay. So that means it's really not you. That second half. That's uncharacteristic. That's not you. And you can get better from that. Cool. But why it's bad is because it shows now a level of not being focused, and that you're easily deterred, and you easily can change. You easily deter, and you can easily change. You can easily not be focused anymore. That's where it's bad at. That's where it's bad at. That's where it's easily bad at. So you don't want to do that. That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to be easily deterred, and you don't want to be easily you don't want to be easily deterred or easily, you know what I'm saying, like distracted and things like that. That's not what you want to be. You don't want to do that. You don't want, okay, man, we can easily get distracted and easily be focused on something else. Like, nah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to feel like that. You want to honestly always put out your best product, always put your best foot forward, always do that. That's what you always want to do. Like, that's exactly what you always want to do. So you don't want to do that. So because of that, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. You don't want to do this. It's not a good look. You don't want to do that. You don't want to keep that going, anything like that. So you definitely want to clear that up. But you also don't want that to be like, man, this is really y'all. like that second half, like that y'all really got that. Y'all really got that in y'all. Yeah, y'all really can actually do some things like that. You don't want that to be a situation now. So you want to go to the drawing board, and I feel like that's what they'll do. I really do. I feel like they're gonna go to the drawing boards, and they're gonna fix it. They're gonna go to the drawing board. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna get it corrected. How you see Stingley taking? Nah. Oh, you're talking about Singletary taking Damian Pierce's spot. He's the better running back right now. Like, this system bursts and spits out 1,000-yard rushers like it ain't nothing. Like, that's what the system mostly does. This system mostly, it's a lot of things about this system. This system schemes wide receivers wide open. This system also bursts and spits out 1,000-yard rushers like it's not nothing. Your quarterback needs to be accurate and be able to sell the play fake for the system to actually work. Singletary better fits the system, and you see it clearly. Like the last 2 games, like what Damian Pierce has been gone for the last 3 games. I can't remember exactly what Singletary numbers really look like against Tampa Bay, but the last 2 weeks, Singletary has been playing phenomenal well. You got better blocking. The blocking has been better. So big ups to the offensive line because the blocking has been better from a running standpoint. They start acting like some hogs out there and actually blocking. But Singletary does what he does. He reads the cutback lanes properly, hits the hole, plant that foot, hit that hole, and take off through it. and get yards with ease. He had like 80 yards in the first half. They should have more yards throughout the game. Like I said, the defense kind of clamped up. They clamped up, and like I say, Bobby Slowik had some questionable play calls, especially in that second half. I feel like he had questionable play calls all game, but definitely in that second half, some play calls that definitely was definitely questionable. And so it is what it is with that. But he's definitely took in Singletary's Singletary definitely took Dameon Pierce's spot. He's definitely the backup running back whenever he decides to come back. Good for short yardage and good for short yards and goal line. Like go use him for short. Like instead of Beck, like in that situation, you rather have Dameon Pierce. I feel like Dameon Pierce was a guy if you didn't trust Singletary to get that. If you feel like Singletary can get those tough yards, I think Dameon Pierce would definitely get it better. I still wouldn't have put it in the hands of my fullback. Not that standpoint of the game, but it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely think he has taken the job. Once again, I'm looking right now. They're showing the playoff picture. Chiefs top seed at 7-3. Baltimore Ravens second seed and 8-3. Jags third, 7-3. Dolphins fourth. Then Cleveland us. What was the other team? But yeah, so this is the makes 1,000 yards every year plus the same system. Yeah, you're right. It is a win-win, but you got to have the right running back to fit the system. It seems like because I every running back can't do every running back can't do, and I like I said like Dameon Pierce. He doesn't read and recognize the cutback lanes, or at the very least doesn't read them fast enough for him to for him to execute the run. He might see it. I'm not saying because to be a running back you gotta have good perimeter vision anyway. Yeah, you gotta have that just to be a good running back anyway. So I definitely think he has that. I just think he doesn't notice it in time, or he's not quick enough to hit it in time. One of the two. Because power he runs perfectly fine in. Power he runs completely fine in. But those cutback lanes, he's not reading them. Either he's not reading them at all, which I doubt. He's not reading them fast enough, which I probably think it is, and or he's not. He just can't react to it and cut to it fast enough. Which I thought because because the thing is, in Dameon Pierce big runs, Pittsburgh is the other thing. Because in Dameon Pierce big runs, he hits a cut. He hits a cut. But like I said, right now Pittsburgh 64, we 64, but we got tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. And we beat them head to head, which man, it's a phenomenal win. And Cleveland, which we see them later on this season. So, but by that time, we should hopefully by the time we lead the division. So. It doesn't really matter, but it's always good that it's always good to have insurances, and beating Cleveland and having those tiebreakers are good insurances. Definitely is. Yeah, I feel like we should definitely use Dameon Pierce on short, like I said, short yards and goal lines. Like red zone, red zone and short yards, short lines and goal lines, however you want to pronounce it, however you want to say it. I feel like that should be the situation that we should be in. And I feel like that's the situation that I feel like that's the situation that we are in. Honestly, I feel like that is the situation that we in. I definitely do. I definitely think it is. I definitely think it is the situation that we in. But yeah, man. Hey man, but shout out to everybody that came through for the live stream, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button, make sure you hitting that like button. It's not too late. Make sure you hitting that like button. Appreciate everybody that came through here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Everybody hit the super chat love. I definitely appreciate. Y'all know how much. I definitely appreciate the super chat love, man. I really appreciate. Y'all really don't understand how much I appreciate the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. So everybody hit the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Everybody that came through and fell through after the game to come and watch me on the live stream. Definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that love. Like I said, if you ain't hit the like button, hit that like button. Y'all don't understand how vital it is for that like button to be hit. It helps the algorithm out. So anytime I go live, anytime I post a video, sometimes the notifications like, man, I ain't no Spence with live today. Man, I ain't no Spence dropped the video today. The algorithm ain't reading it right. So anytime you watch a video, hit that like button. Anytime you're on the stream, hit that like button because you do that, the notification is gonna pop up more rapid and more. It's all anytime I post something. When I make a post, when I hit the super, when I make a post, anything like that, it's definitely gonna do. Hey man, shout out to Sarah for the super chat love. Pray for Darren Davis. Pray for Darren Davis. But say thank you for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Like I said, but make sure you're hitting that like button. Like y'all understand, like anytime you're on the stream, anytime y'all watching one of my pre-recorded videos, hit the like button. Y'all don't understand how vital it is. When you hit that like button, it posts up all notifications. They're more rapid. You know exactly when I go live. Y'all know exactly when I post a video. Y'all know anytime I make a post. Those things are more y'all seeing way more, and they be more visible when y'all because the like button has the algorithm. Same thing with the comments. That helps the traction as well. The more you comment on live streams, the more you comment on posts, the more you comment on pre-recorded videos. Anytime y'all comment, those things help the algorithm. It helps the traction, it helps the generation. It lets everybody know, hey, that this account is active. It is getting the traction. It's getting people involved. Has a lot of interaction. More interaction means more notifications, so you don't gotta wait for me to tell y'all or tag y'all on Instagram or y'all see my post on Instagram. Y'all see, oh hey, he going live because the thing will pop up every time. So again, it needs to get the interaction. Hit that super chat, guys. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, hit the super chat. Yes. Everybody agree with Sarah. Hit the super chat. But now if you can't, make sure you hit the like button. If you ain't already hit the like button, make sure you hit it. But like I said, definitely appreciate everybody that came through. Everybody that came through. Y'all understand how much that means for me. Y'all come in, y'all spend y'all day with me after the game. I understand it was a tough game that we won. Ugly game that we won. The good news: the Texans are 6-4 in the first 10 games. We have more wins this season than we have twice as many wins that we had this season than we had last season. And we are one win away from having more wins than we had in the last 2 years combined. Like like with the Texans in the last 3 years, 4-4-3, won 11 games. Texans can win more games this season than they did in the last 3 years. What the 11-6. So and right now, like if the Texans win out, we're talking about 13-4. If the Texans win out, and so the Texans end up having more wins this season than they did the last 3 years combined. That's crazy. So, and I think that is MVP worthy. That is Coach of the Year worthy, and that's what's really going to keep the conversation going. Is that standpoint of the elevation of wins and things like that. But hey, definitely appreciate everybody that came through. Like I said, everybody came through. Everybody hit the super chat. Definitely appreciate everybody who did super chat. Y'all know how much I mean. I really, definitely appreciate that. Y'all know how much that means to me. But definitely, really appreciate everybody out there hitting the super chat. Definitely appreciate the love. I said, make sure you hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button already, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for everybody coming through, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. We still in the race to get to 6,000 subscribers. I really need y'all to get the hit. I really need y'all to help me get to 6,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend, tell another friend, tell some more friends. Tell some more friends about the channel and put them on game. Hey, Thanksgiving holiday, man. Everybody, if y'all about to do y'all Thanksgiving thing, go ahead. Hey, shout out to all y'all. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. I'm gonna have a live stream before Thanksgiving. So Wednesday. I'm gonna do a pre-Thanksgiving live stream. So I'm gonna have a live stream on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And also, I'm gonna be back on Friday, because we do the Friday night live stream as well. So it's gonna be a live stream on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Then we're gonna have the Black Friday live stream after Thanksgiving because it's a game on Friday too. So hey, y'all gonna be able to watch the game with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So hey, so it's gonna be a live stream because I think it's the Jets and the who is it? Is it the Jets and the Dolphins? I think it's the Jets and the Dolphins. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be the Jets and the Dolphins. So make sure y'all be here and y'all tune in live stream before and after. Make sure live stream uh on before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving, and you already know it's gonna be a live stream after the game against Jacksonville as well. So make sure y'all be tuned. And also keep your eyes open on Soft Sports as well. You know we did the pregame. My boys did the pregame video before the game, and you know my boy Honcho been hitting the live streams all through the morning. So make sure y'all tune in to your boy Honcho out there. Everybody out there on Soft Sports out there. Everybody on the round table. You already know how it is. They do their live stream before throughout the week. Honcho been doing his thing before the week. Do the thing before the games on Sunday, and y'all know to come here after the game on Sunday. You already know what it is, man. Hey, so like I said, appreciate all the love, all the support. Like, subscribe, click the bell, get more videos. I holla.